Former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
And he left North Carolina with most of his school's records, and at one point was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft. Some consistency, and maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Howell's throw here caught by Mims. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Howell from the gun. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Him, and it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Dolphins set to go on offense for the first time behind their 25-year-old quarterback, now in his 4th NFL season, Tua Tagovailoa.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Meanwhile, Tua's throw caught by Ezukama. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Slot man moves right. Now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Dolphins had 8-3 now. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Tua going to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now a hit and a loose football. He might take this all the way. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with.
Point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2 in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw, Howell. Out left to Dotson. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. You talk about this Miami defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Watch out for Hill on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Oh, the Jets sweep to start the drive, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game.
This one away and taken right on the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
Howell.
49-yard line.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. Complete, it's Dotson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Howell out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Badgley able to punch this one through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Washington ready to try again on offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks. On first down, Howell
throw right side, complete to Dotson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Going right back to Dotson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Complete to number 17, Terry McLaurin.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
It's Howe with another throw. Forced out to his, and he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Badgley's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him backward at 11 now. It's 17-6. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On play action, here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And wriggled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Up the middle they go with Mostert.
But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Pass complete as Okama with it. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Dolphins.
They hand it off to Mostert. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, Howell to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. We'll get an injury stoppage, and it appears to be the wideout, Jahan Dotson. He's the one shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Howell down to throw it. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Robinson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Robinson again. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Brian Robinson Jr., his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have cut it back within a score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll make it 17-13. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Now Tua. And this This is going to be incomplete. The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And his guys will get the football right and going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Channing Tindall. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. After the turnover, it's Tua. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Tua going to throw. And that is incomplete. The pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result. Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend, and Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Howell from the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to. Another throw for Howell. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw, Howell.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Howell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A 1st and 10 here, and if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 3. Howell looking to throw again. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have a first down and also well into field goal range all the way down to the 15 here. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Howell throwing on first down here. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Howell trying to get his offense to hurry up and get set. 2nd down. Howell now. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Badgley able to knock this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And a touchdown separating these two as they've gone to halftime. Ramondre Stevenson, a touchdown run in that first half. From there, we're off to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Treylon Burks, a touchdown reception. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Justin Watson, a touchdown reception. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second down at the 20-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Flush to his right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 5. First down, Dolphins.
Play action. Now it's Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Badgley on for the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
I can't help it, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Sanders now to add the extra point. And they will take Loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hill. So he stopped for no gain. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Now Tua. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Durham Smythe, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That one downfield for Dotson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. They're going deep for Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 62 yards. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. And
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now it's 2nd and 10.
Javon Holland there on the coverage.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Gain of 18. Complete to number 1, Jahan Dotson. 1st and goal at the 2-yard
Trying to
line.
power it in with Arma. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And Howe will throw it. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Here's a 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
Here's Mostert. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Tua going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
8-yard pickup.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Tua's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And how about that on 3rd down? So many different directions an offense can go. Throw it out wide to the receivers, get it to their speedy running back. They changed up everything and handed it to the fullback, and he surprised them all and picked up a first down.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down. Complete. It's Dotson. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
A 7-yard gain. And a Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
That's another Washington Commanders 1st down.
Back to throw. Howell. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Washington. Marvin Mims, 51 yards. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Commanders 30.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Howell. Out left to Dotson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Howell looking to throw again. This pass hauled in by Dotson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 38 now. Here's second down and a yard. Howell from the gun. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing here, Howell. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, Robinson. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 6 at the 20-yard line.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 60 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Channing Tindall on the coverage.
Here's Howell. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Howell throwing on 1st down here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete. Here is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Another throw for Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. Howell down to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. Let down there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And down to the 36-yard line here. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And Mostert going to pick up a Dolphins 1st down as the tackle made down at the 33. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, it's Mostert. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he is going to have a Miami 1st down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down to an goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Washington, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.